Today, we're diving into a topic that might seem a bit confusing at first glance: how spirituality can make your desires meaningless. When we talk about desire, it's something that drives so much of our daily lives. We desire success, relationships, material things, recognition, you name it. Desires shape our goals, influence our decisions, and in many ways, give us something to look forward to. But what if I told you that spirituality takes a very different view on all this? Today, we're going to explore why spirituality encourages us to let go of our desires, not to deprive us, but to help us find a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. First, let's talk about what desire actually is. Desire is natural. It's that feeling of wanting something that we don't currently have, something we believe will improve our life or make us happier. From small things like a morning coffee to big dreams like buying a home or achieving career success, our desires often stem from a sense that something is missing. But here's the thing: when we get what we desire, how long does that satisfaction actually last? We usually find ourselves wanting something new pretty quickly, and that's what creates a cycle of desire. We fulfill one, only to start wanting something else. It's endless. Spirituality, on the other hand, has a unique perspective on this cycle. Many spiritual teachings, like those from Buddhism, Hinduism, and even aspects of Christian mysticism, suggest that desires can actually be a source of suffering. Buddha famously taught that desire is the root of suffering, because when we desire something, we also fear not having it. We get attached to outcomes, and when things don't go our way, we're disappointed. Spirituality teaches that instead of constantly looking outside for happiness, we can find peace and fulfillment within ourselves, regardless of what we have or don't have. Today, we're diving into a topic that might seem a bit confusing at first glance: how spirituality can make your desires meaningless. Think about it. If our happiness is constantly dependent on getting the next thing, can we ever really be at peace? So how exactly does spirituality shift our perspective on desires? Spiritual practices like meditation, mindfulness, or prayer help us focus on the present moment and find a sense of contentment right where we are. Instead of constantly looking ahead to what's next, spirituality encourages us to appreciate what's already here. It's not about giving up or renouncing life. It's about recognizing that true happiness doesn't depend on achieving or possessing something outside of ourselves. When we start letting go of desires, something beautiful happens. We stop feeling that constant pull, that tension between where we are and where we wish we were. There's less anxiety and stress because we're not constantly striving to reach some imagined ideal life. People who have embraced this mindset often describe feeling more peace and contentment. There's no longer that I'll be happy when thought looming over them. By letting go of desires, or at least loosening our attachment to them, we actually create more space for authentic joy. So, if you're ready to try loosening your attachment to desires, here are a few tips to get started. Tip 1. Practice gratitude. Every day, take a moment to appreciate what you already have. Start each day by thinking of 3 things you're grateful for. It can be as simple as having a warm bed, a friend who cares, or even a favorite book. Tip 2. Meditate regularly. Just a few minutes of meditation can help train the mind to be present and less focused on future desires. Tip 3. Reflect on true happiness. Ask yourself, will this desire actually bring me long-lasting happiness, or is it just a quick fix? Tip 4. Embrace abundance. Instead of seeing life through the lens of scarcity, remind yourself that there's already plenty of beauty and value around you. To wrap up, spirituality isn't about denying yourself a fulfilling life. It's about realizing that fulfillment doesn't come from getting everything you desire, but from finding peace within. So, I encourage you to start small. Try a moment of gratitude each morning, or a few minutes of meditation. And remember, happiness is often much closer than we think. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content on spirituality and personal growth, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your own experiences with desire and contentment. See you next time.